Mic check. Okay, mic's working. Talking to myself for like half a minute. It's a good thing I have this checklist. The cam, face, face, game, click, test, chat, messages.
Test.
There it is. YouTube chat takes a long time to get to text to speech. But that's also part of the reason why I always test on YouTube chat. Twitch chat just generally works. Let's see. Okay. VLC's open. Steam Deck's open. Stream Deck. Change Steam account. Accounts on Discord. Mega Man Light. Alright. Steam's in the right account. And then there's the chat overlay. Even though I have the text to speech reading it out to me, I'd like to be able to see the message on the screen. It overlays the game and goes away after a short time, and then if I miss it, then I have to look at the other screen where it's also up. But I'm not gonna, if I just have it on the other screen, I'm not gonna notice it. Okay, Factorio's loading. Monday. It's the Monday morning stream. Okay, so I was thinking about this setup, and it's wrong. Because I was thinking about it, it's like, how does it get stopped? How does it stop? Why? It should just be going round and round, but it stops. And I realized why it stops. Mostly this part right here. Oh, it was the wrong splitter. I was thinking of another way to fix it, and that was to have, like, this system continue all the way around and feed back into itself. That does kind of seem like a good idea. I have to use an underground belt here. I mean, I don't have to use a red one, so may as well. just feed in here. Because oh, I said selected the wrong foot. Oh, I don't know that this is helping, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think this is actually accomplishing anything. Changing the input priority on this splitter was all that was necessary. Because I changed it on this one like was suggested, but then I didn't change it on this one. I really just ran into the same problem. Well, a similar problem. And that's why the bell was stopping. So should be fine now. I saw something come through here, so I guess it's not completely worthless, but I'm seeing lots of gaps here, so I'm questioning why anything came through here at all. Oh, well, I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't think it's doing anything, but I mean, it's definitely not doing anything right now. But and now that I put it in, I'm like, I don't think there was any point in doing that. There was one point in doing it, although that was the same as if I'd just taken this splitter and put it over here. That's to balance it. And that's to keep it so that it's not all going onto one side of the belt, like is what it was doing. Okay. Got our second iron plate harvester up here. Still don't have any plastics. That's because the red and blue circuit boxes haven't filled up. That's because I really ought to have this just written down on paper in front of me. Only get a 3% chance of a red circuit and 2% chance of a blue circuit. 1% chance of low density structures. So kind of shocking that I've gotten as many as I have. Those can produce plastic and copper. So I guess it'd be good when those start going through. I've already ran out of scrap there. Yeah, I guess it's fixed now. Rare instance of using a sushi belt. Given that the machine's output 12 things, you don't really have a choice but to do a sushi belt. I think you could split it out and have them going all into different places, but until I get a train network going, there's no real point in doing that. Speaking of trains... Keep hitting the wrong button. These guys are not doing anything. They don't have any water. Space platform. Okay. I guess we'll set it to 9 then. He's trying to load up that ice. Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird. I wasn't getting that I was running out of ice because I'm like, I'm producing ice up here on the space platform. Should have plenty. That's one thing I need to do is expand the space platform and get gun turrets going all the way around. That's one thing I need to do. Still have the asteroid collectors everywhere, but then just have a belt going all the way around the perimeter and feeding all the gun turrets. Then I don't need laser turrets, which aren't particularly good against asteroids, since the medium and large ones have 90% laser resistance. On that note, let's pick up some of the lasers so they stop shutting down my ice production. The lasers on the sides are necessary. Oh yeah, I put the laser here. I moved it back here so that it wouldn't fire as early. So I got these gun turrets here. There's a laser turret back here. So if it fires too soon, there's more electricity. Wait, I've still got a solar panel in there. Oh yeah, I had to move one to put this in. I forgot to put it back out. That'll help. So it's 72 kilowatts. Okay, we are receiving ice. Need productivity modules in here, so keep running out of ice. I have ice on me. I don't need that. Okay. So there's a tiny gap there. There's no ramp here. That's annoying. Bunch of scrap here. There's a bunch of scrap there. And then there's 21 million scrap there. There's 25 million scrap right there, so obviously that would be where I'd want to pull scrap from. What I need is a large scrap facility. Bring me this stuff. Robots. Should get robots in production. I said yesterday, I was like, you know, I don't need trains. I can just have the logistics robots do everything. But then it's like, there's no enemies here. There's nothing that's going to attack my base. So I can expand pretty infinitely. Robots wouldn't be... So at the scale that I can do here easily, robots would not be a viable solution. Definitely need trains. That's what I want to set up. Let's see. So there's an absolute fuck ton of scrap here. But can't access it very much. So I definitely would have to have the miners all packed together in here. Oops. They're still safe. Oops. Oh. I mean, I need power on this place to get the miners and going. $25 million. Where am I going to put the train station?
Good morning.
Morning. Oops. Shit. There was a part of that tutorial I didn't read that I need to know now. That's how you do it. I was like, I knew there was some way to do it, not one single tile at a time. Oops.
Did you unlock elevated rails?
Yeah, I have them on me. Oh, this is in the way. There's so many things on this planet that are deconstructible
Hello, gamers.
objects.
I have stayed up far too late. How are you all doing?
Stayed up so late, it's morning now. I'm doing good. I have elevated rails on me. Rail supports. What I was trying to figure out is, because I don't have any experience with elevated rails, I was trying to figure out if I need to build the supports before I can... Does seem like that's the case. So you have to build the rail supports. You have to place the rail supports, and then you can build the rail to it. At least that's what I'm figuring. It's kind of a
You
pain.
can rail plan with elevated.
How? It's not doing it.
I bet there is a hotkey that raises the rails while planning.
Oh.
Shift plus.
Shift plus. It might be different because I have to reset my keys, but I don't think that's one I would have changed. Rail. Toggle rail layer.
I am guessing LOL.
Oh, good, because I don't think that's what it was. Ah. I guess it doesn't curve. Oh yeah, R is rotate.
Need to hold shift for planning longer rails.
Okay. Whoa. Ah. Oh wow, it's a wiggly beast. Okay, well I guess I should probably figure out where it's gonna go now. Well, maybe not right now. I'm not using up all the scrap on this island yet.
You cannot put rail supports on the deep ocean, and the planner respects that limitation.
Yeah. I know it can only go on the shallow parts. You know, I can walk on the deep parts. I fixed this. So it wasn't just this one that needed to be changed, also this one needed to be changed. And then, yeah, when I loaded up the game, the belt was stopped again. I was like, ah, crap. And I was like, oh. It's so obvious now. So at some point... I feel like I should just stop loading these in here so that I can get plastic. Not sure what I need these for here. It's in rocket part, cargo bay, that, crusher, power armor, portable fusion reactor, battery, personal laser defense, and yellow. So I don't need these at all here. Alright, well, send them through. See the cogs getting backed up. I'm gonna increase the belt speed.
Thank you for following Rafalaway.
Excellent.
What's up? Let's see. I have so many cogs, I could just put these into production. Red belts.
Cogs getting backed up is an issue.
Yeah.
That anyone on Fulgora has to face.
Yeah, what's funny is like at first I was like, oh, there's so many cogs, and then I was like, oh yeah, I can just have them breaking down into iron plates.
Do you play a lot of factory games, and slash or tough logic puzzle games?
I play Satisfactory. Not so much puzzle games. I like more. I mean, I guess Factorio is kind of a puzzle game, really. It's just a puzzle where you accidentally create the puzzle. So the player inadvertently creates the puzzle. They just give you the pieces to do it. I also played the hell out of Satisfactory, and I intend to play Dyson Sphere Program once that's in release.
Classic puzzle games have one primary solution per puzzle. This is different.
Yeah, and I like this better because it's like you're not trying to find the one solution. You're trying to engineer a solution, and then when you do, you realize you could have done better. And just the open-endedness of it is... I like games where you get creative with the solutions rather than just try to find the one solution the developer came up with. And that's basically what like Factorio is and Satisfactory. I'm sure that's why Minecraft was so successful. People like...
You should try Human Resource Machine. Excellent game.
Not heard of it. I'm gonna write it down. Like, right. I gotta write it down right now or I will forget. Okay. I can look that up later. Yeah, that'll be the next game. Although, with Space Age, I feel like Factorio is going to eat up a lot of my streaming
Even
days.
the objective has a lot of options. Just get to the edge, build a mega base, speedrun.
Yeah. I don't even know what the objective of this game is anymore. Before Space Age, it was just launch a rocket. Now you launch like 1,000 rockets, and the game keeps going. I know you have to get to the final planet, but I don't know for what purpose yet. I didn't feel the need to look it up.
Do you want to know the exact objective?
I don't feel like it's going to help me right now,
The goal is to make the factory grow.
basically. Now I need faster belts. And I'm getting them. Okay, let's just pull off those gears a little bit faster than that. There's a lot of them anyway. Yeah, it's like one transport belt and 5 gear wheels. I'm like, I've got plenty of gears. Let's make those. Why am I even using yellow belts? It's funny that like all this is just a just figuring it out. This is just me figuring it out, because it's like I did Fulgora before, but I don't remember what I did, because I haven't played prior to streaming this. I haven't played Factorio since Space Age
Human
was
Resource
released.
Machine taught me what a modulus is. It didn't tell me what it was though. It forced me to figure it out from just a goal.
Yeah, it might help if I upgrade these too. Okay, I guess I need more of them. I don't need to upgrade the second one. That's just overflow. Better upgrade this too. Priority set, so it shouldn't cause a problem. Okay, I'm not filtering out the low density structures. So low density structures will be a good way to get plastic without deconstructing the red circuits. Not keen to do. So low density structures don't really have any use here, it seems, other than being recycled into plastic and copper, which I'm short on. Steel's getting recycled. Steel box filled up. Wow. Yeah, so I came back to find out my space platform wasn't producing it, wasn't sending ice along. And that's because of this, and I have to lower the number again. I'll lower it again because I don't think it really needs to be as high as it was. I was trying to keep it from taking ice unless this had ice in its output buffer. But I set the number, I had the number set too high. I think I still do. Yeah, this power plant was shut off because they didn't have any water. So the belt had stopped, so they weren't getting any ice from there, and they weren't getting any ice from the space platform either. I also had to shut down iron coming in from the space platform because I ended up getting so much. I have 2 chests for it.
This DLC really increases the scope of logistical work the player must manage. It makes the base game look very tame by comparison.
Yeah, it really does. I put this here just to recycle cogs and copper wire. The only reason I was recycling the copper wire was because I didn't have any copper plates. I guess with the these things going around, start taking those too, since I intend to recycle them. I was going to use productivity modules, but there's no enemies on this planet, so it's like there's no reason not to expand infinitely. Plus there's 27 million scrap right here. Okay, so what I need to do is take this and upscale it a lot. And maybe work out some issues with it. Basically, I want to have like one island just processing scrap, and then all the parts will go off into different trains, and those trains will go various places.
Power limitation might make scaling tough on Fulgora.
Well, there's infinite power from the lightning. And plus, you know, the ice and the solid fuel has to do something, and I've got it making power here. And you have to have these in production anyway. Speaking of which, although I have had to put a lot of them out. Kind of annoying. Just a few. Put out just a few of them. I feel like I need an island just dedicated to accumulators. Of course, the problem that this is not connected, is it? Of course, the problem with that is that the power cables aren't long enough to reach. I mean, I guess it wasn't actually limiting my power here. This isn't connected either. Those accumulators weren't doing anything. Damn.
Maybe this was not the only missing cleavable. You can use the power network overlay on map to check if everything is connected.
Where is that? Bonuses, cheap. I was looking for something like that, and I was like, I'm pretty sure there is something, but I don't see a button for it. One of these. Oh, logistics, electric networks. Oh, why is there two sets of buttons that are different? That's weird. Wait. That's the same thing.
One set of buttons only in map view.
Yeah, but these buttons just take you to the map view. What's the point? Anyway, I found it. Looks like they're all connected now. I wouldn't have thought to check it though, because I thought that I had connected them all. I just noticed that the cable wasn't there. I'm like, wait a second. Just some strange things. Hey, you know, people have to make decisions when they're doing design choices. You have to decide something. It might not be the best for everybody, but you have to pick something. There we go. That gives me some extra power. I don't think I needed it right at that moment, but I will, so may as well put it down now. Hey, we've got plastic. Not much, but there's some. Realize these should all be red belts. Gives the part more of an opportunity to make it through. forgot to set those two. The rest of them are set correctly. I can see the arrows on them. Didn't really occur to me until I was thinking, I was like, there shouldn't really be anything on this belt. And iron plates come out of there as the cogs get recycled. Okay, well, that's a good bit of those. What do I need to make the underground belts? 5 transport belts, 10 iron plates. Okay. You know, I'm not actually going to be making that many of them, so I don't really need to pull the iron plates from anywhere else. You can just grab them when he's got them. Just grab it when he comes by. And eventually we'll have some underground belts there.
One day when I graduate with my bachelor's in chemical engineering, I can build my own factory IRL. That or at least afford the DLC.
I feel like Factorio helped me a lot with programming. Because in programming you there's nothing belt, it's yellow. In programming you run into a lot of the same issues you run into with Factorio, like expandability.
I once heard a streamer say, Factorio is programming the game.
Basically. Yeah. Because it makes you, because when you're playing Factorio, you know, you when you first start building, you're like, oh, I just need these, and you build just enough to get whatever it is you need, and then later you need to expand, and now you've made it difficult by doing it that way, and you run into the same problem with programming. You're like, oh, I just need to do this one thing, and it doesn't need to do anything else until later on, and it does, and you're like, oh, well, this code is stuck this way. Now I have to rewrite it from scratch. And I avoided a lot of pitfalls because of this game. And I was doing...
But a lot of science and engineering tasks have similar features.
Yeah. I just do computer science. Not the real science either, I just program. Oh, that's why I don't have any plastic. It's all in the requester chest. So I asked for a stack of 100. But,
I'm a physicist and Factorio speaks to me on many levels. I wish I was better at coding.
My dad was a physicist. And specifically, he was a rocket engineer specifically. And it's funny, he said, I don't know why people equate like genius with rocket engineer, because rocket engineers aren't that smart.
At Darth Dorito, only way to get better, do it.
He's like, I work with rocket engineers, they're not that smart.
Most educated Twitch channel around a computer programmer, engineer, and a physicist.
Yeah. I mean, Factorio does attract that kind of person.
At Darth Dorito, this is not so uncommon in Factorio streams TBH.
Oh no, another one's out. I feel like your average Call of Duty bro could not possibly enjoy Factorio. I mean, I guess it's possible, but not likely. I should get these in production just so I don't have to keep making them myself. Except it requires iron sticks. I have those. I have a lot of them. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna do it. I'll make it over here so I don't have to send the...
I have come to learn recently, most people don't actually enjoy solving problems. They mostly like to be rid of them however is easiest.
Oh.
My biggest shock was looking at the Saturn V rockets IRL. The pipework looked like my Factorio base, so much spaghetti.
So I couldn't build a belt here, but the inserters can still put the rod there and hand it off to each other, so I guess that works. What am I building? Oh yeah, medium electric poles. So I'll still need a requester chest here. Put it on the other side. Let's not. I'll just build another power pole.
At Darth Dorito, I genuinely like figuring out solutions to problems. Studying university level physics was pure joy for me.
I ran out of chests. We need steel and copper wire. I have plenty of those. In fact, I think those are both full. No, just the steel is full, but the copper wire's not. In that case... it's still recycling two things. I was doing before. Just get 2 stacks. Bring me the power poles. Oh yeah, that's on there. Underground belts are on there. I looked at the underground belt chest and I was like, it's empty, and then I saw a robot.
At Valnek, that's always nice to hear. I hate chemical engineering. I haven't quit because I don't think there is any form of higher education I would enjoy. I am in it for the money now. I suspect I will enjoy having lots of money.
Storage chests. Oh, this is where I put all the stuff before I went back to Nobby. No, I put it in these chests. Well, there's also logistics chests. Oh, I remember. It was because I was deconstructing everything and they needed stuff. They needed a place to put all the stuff. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to take all. Oh, no, that was the one thing I did want.
Something about setting up differential equations and then telling MATLAB to solve them just doesn't do it for me.
These guys go through scrap really fast. Alright, well, I'm not gonna sit here and do this. Okay. .5 gigajoules. I only learned this year what the difference between a joule and a watt was. I just spent my entire life not knowing.
Watt.
A joule is a unit of energy. A watt is a joule per second.
To be fair to you, units are confusing.
Yeah, it's just like you hear people talk about joules, you hear people talk about watts, but it's never, you can't, it doesn't really, it's never in the sense where you can really figure it out from context. Also, I think people use them incorrectly
1 watt
sometimes.
is 1 joule per second.
I'm glad the text-to-speech cannot pronounce joule correctly. Joule.
People sure do use them incorrectly all the time.
Yeah. The only reason I even learned the difference was because Gamers Nexus, Steve from Gamers Nexus was in his video.
Also,
he was like,
people say power when they mean force or energy. It's like they are all the same to them.
basically. But Steve was saying, like, do you guys want? They were trying to do energy efficiency of graphics cards, GPUs, you know, and they wanted to determine, it's like, do people want to see frames per joule or frames per watt? And people voted for watt, and he's like, that doesn't even make sense. It's like, it kind of does, though, because it's like, it's joules per individual frame, but we want to know about the frames per second. So, you know, it's like one frame might have a different joule cost than another frame. So, and averaging it over time, you know, it's all in the terms of frames per second, so makes sense. Makes sense to me, anyway.
You want FPS per watt, which is identical to frame per joule.
Yeah. The important thing is that they were actually doing that metric, because I don't think it's something people think about too much, is how much energy their graphics card's using. I hear people use power and energy interchangeably all the time. Not so much force, though. I don't usually hear force. I don't hear force used too much as a noun. Outside of Star Wars. Which is a different kind of force. Or like police force. But not that kind of force, I mean. Usually, you know, I had to force it open. What am I doing? I'm procrastinating. I don't want to do something. This is what always happens when I don't want to do something. I like start distracting myself with other things. So I mean, I guess it would make sense to do a big scrap facility down here. Because I can get a train station in here. I can get a train line through here. It's like have it go right through the middle. That's what it is, planning. Planning without doing. That's what bugs me. guess it... Oh, because of the... Okay, so it won't curve to the... Okay, so I can't put it right there. I could put it here, but that's where all the power is. I'd have to move that. What a pain. I could, actually, I could do it like this. Yeah, that would work.
Truthfully, electricity units still confuse me fairly regularly. I have to look up what they are before I can talk about them in context.
The more I learn about electricity, the more confusing I find it to be. It was a lot easier when you just thought about it as like similar to water going through a hose. You know, electricity going through a wire.
My fave unit in electricity is the Mo.
What's the Mo?
It's 1/ohm. Conductance.
Let's see. So if I have the train go around here...
The opposite of resistance.
I think I can have it go up here, through here, and then to there. And that'll be the gap that'd be the problem, probably. Probably not. Oops. It doesn't go right there. There's deep ocean. There's deep oil right there. Oh. All right. I can't put a train station there. I'm getting hit by lightning. Oh shit. I'm gonna die. Don't recover health when you're in oil. Well, you do.
I have been using resistance terms to describe heat transfer in non-adiabatic chemical reactions. Reactions where heat energy enters or exits.
The resistance does cause heat. Or produces heat. This is the real question. Is how am I going to get a train line on this island? I just marked them so I could tell what is actually deconstructible and what's not. Everything looks the same. Oh, I still have to have it selected. I just put it here. I don't know what the range on these is. Not far enough, apparently. Okay, so that's the problem with doing it here. I could run it through here and just have the train go back and forth.
So close, yet so far.
I think that's what I was going to do in the first place, but... Why is it an X? What?
I highly advise not putting train stops and loading on a diagonal.
Right. It doesn't seem like it's going to let me do it anyway. Whoa. Man, that's wiggly. Yeah, right, maybe sure I could get in. Because I need to have one here. Oh, it won't. I don't think it'll let me build it because this hasn't actually been built yet.
The G key does elevation, I believe.
Yeah. I built a ghost.
Spooky.
I don't have any construction robots.
Do you have personal robots?
Nope. I have to go grab some. There we go, get to work. I don't know, I don't think I have enough supports. Apparently I do. That's the ramp. Ramp's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Can I put a train station on this? I mean, it'll let me, but... Can I unload while the train's on the ramp? Probably not. It's just going out into the oil. This may not be the solution. Kind of tough to get anything on that island. Oh. If I switch rail layers here, it just doesn't... How do I make it ramp back down? I was hoping to avoid using another support. Defenses seem to be holding up. I'm pretty sure I just set a flag.
Well, I am now feeling sleepy. Chat, Valnek, Colorin, I bid thee farewell. May your factories grow to fill the needs of your souls.
Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good sleep. I need a locomotive. Engine units. I brought engine units. I think. Yes. I did bring engine units. Just forgot to send them down. Well, I didn't send them down because I didn't need them yet. And they can use solid fuel to power the train. Actually, I don't know how much solid fuel I have. I got plenty, so yeah, I can use solid fuel to power the train. Be kind of slow, but fuel. There it is. Of course. I don't have any accumulators on me. It takes too long to make one. I'm outside the logistics network, so he won't bring it to me. Yeah, he finished building it by the time I got there. So I guess it doesn't take too long to make one. I guess that works. And that was the other thing. I can make the train go back and forth manually. But without the loop, it doesn't like to go back and forth on its own. I think I can just add another engine. I don't have room for a loop. Hey, they finished. Oh, I don't have any fuel. Mm-hmm.
Yes, an engine pointing in either direction will enable it to move in both directions.
I think this one's backwards.
The engines don't have to be on the front or back, They can be in the middle. It's the direction that matters.
Okay. Can't remove it while I'm in it. Okay. Oh, so it's the same for both of them. Eh, 4 seconds. It's just to see if it works. I'll need this to be longer so that the cargo wagon can come off. It works.
This looks janky as heck and I love it.
Oh. Right, I have to do manual. I'm gonna just move back so it'll let me place more rail. There we go. Train stops with the same name. Train stop can share its name with other stops. Train with that name in the schedule will be able to target any of the stops as their destination. You can set the train limit for each train to stop to control this behavior. Okay. Why? Okay. Do our first test. I know
That way
can do
you
6.
can have 4 scrapload train stops and the train will pick any one of them that is free.
Wow. Ran out of inserters. Oh, man. That was the train stop. Says that's where the train is, so the mouse over the cargo wagon does highlight the inserter, so I think that should work. It's terrible, but I mean, like, what am I gonna do? There's the miners. I can't pack these together too much. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it works. How much power do we have? Plenty. Oh yeah, I just needed two. Even though one locomotive can go forward and backward, it won't let you make them go forward and backward. Tito's and Digislug. Interesting. Wait until empty cargo. Wait until full cargo. And then I'll figure out the rest when I get to it. Oh, they're out of power. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. I'm not really sure what the frequency of the lightning bolts is either. I mean, by the end of it, I'll need more than that.
I just use symbols for my train stations. Red chest and what it is providing for a pickup stations, and blue chest and what it needs for a drop-off station.
This is a test train. Symbols, you say?
That's also an option.
Just realized I think the train's still
While
on manual.
renaming a train stop, you can add icons.
Oh. Never even considered renaming it. I'll leave it as is, though, for now. Add another miner just to make it fill up faster. Okay, so the train is on manual, yes. And from there, it's never going to move because there's nothing to unload it. Wait, oh, I did put unloaders. Oh. Maybe not that one. It was taking out the solid fuel. Seems to have gotten pretty far with it before I could stop it. This one's not doing anything. Wasn't exactly sure where they needed to go. Apparently. Oh, it won't let me run on the elevated rail. I think I need to move some of those accumulators. Yeah, this one's not doing anything. Pretty sure I can rework this so that I can do more than one wagon. I'm not sure I need more than one wagon, but I would like at least a little more space for the inserters over here. It's going kind of slow. I mean, I'm also using slow inserters, sure, but would also be able to I would also like to be able to use 6. I can't do it where it is right now. I can't do 6 because the train stops in the way. Oh well. I could at least get one more in there. I just realized I need a roboport over here. You know what? No roboport. We're gonna belt it over. I'm gonna belt the solid fuel over because there's already a belt. Because fuck it. Damn it. Okay. Just there. Just there. I might start to get in the way there. There. I'll refuel the train. Absolute waste of power. Want to see what it's doing. It's almost full. There it goes. The problem I'm having is I'm not getting enough of that ore. The reason that is because there's only a 1% chance per scrap recycled that you get the ore. There's a big chance you get a lot of other stuff. It's one of those things you need to really think about it. I have this making stone bricks just to get rid of the excess stone. Stone is... Actually, I don't need to do that. You should read from the storage container. Say 500. No, actually, how many can these contain? It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 48. So 400, 4,800. 4,000. I don't actually need the stone bricks. I'm just getting rid of the stone. These guys need stone. They just need the ore more, and they don't get that much of it. Only reason I have 2 chemical plants is because before I had 2 chemical plants, I had plenty of the ore. He's out. These things are annoying. What's the button for deconstruct? Alt D. just highlighting areas that I don't know where buildings are. They're not missing, they just haven't been picked up yet. They really pick up, they destroy things very fast. A bunch of scrap. I have a train. Can't. It's back here. It's picking up more scrap. I knew it was going to need trains at some point, and I knew it was going to be on Fulgora. On Navi, I didn't really expand far enough yet to make use of trains. At least not to make it worthwhile. Instant. Didn't really think about how the weird shape of the islands in Fulgora were going to make things difficult. But also, I'm pretty sure I found a bigger island last time. This is the biggest island I could find before getting bored. Just wanting to get something started. I haven't assigned this one to do anything. Got a good solid 5 hours of sleep. Oh yeah. Brought something else to be recycled. Game keeps giving me these handguns. I don't have much use for them. I've got an idea. It works for one of these, but figure if any of the ore gets stuck in the chests, then they can pull it out, since those are provider chests. And there is ore stuck in the chests. No music on this world. I mean, there is sometimes, but it's just like the 2-second. Out of water. Whoa. He's actually run out of those things. I want to keep playing, but I just passed out twice. I'm gonna have to do something else for a while. Can't keep going. I've been having trouble sleeping lately. That's the same objective. So, ended up being a very short stream today. But that's just because I can't stay awake. It's because I can't sleep. Also, sometimes I just get into a game pattern where it just, for some reason, conks me out. And that's the default play pattern for Diablo 4. So I play Diablo 4 before I go to bed. It's like within 30 minutes, I'm passed out. I don't know what it is about that game. It puts me to sleep. Just reliably. Anyway. I might stream later today if I'm feeling up for it. But for now, I gotta go because I gotta go. I gotta stop passing out. So anyway. Thanks for coming by as usual. Hope to see you again.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.